get the brand new limited edition Pals holiday package available at thepalsmerch.com. Hello guys, my name is Sub-Zero Exabyte and I am having a fantastic day. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic day as well, and if not yet, hope you are going to have a fantastic day. But I think I know a certain way how I can make your day fantastic, and that is what we are going to do right now. Because we are going to explore a creeper dimension. You know how much I hate those darn creepers, but this time it is time to hit them back in their own home. So let's get right into it, shall we? We have to find the creeper portal first, and then we will be able to enter the dimension. Because where you spawn these creatures, they are going to react on. If you let them walk on a diamond block for an example, then they become that color, and then it would be really hard to spot them while they are next to a wall. Not many people have a diamond wall, but still, it is just an example and you probably get what I am talking about. But I need some more space, so these darn trees have to go away because I don't like them and they are in the way of my masterpiece that I am creating right now. And they need to not be here but be somewhere else. But now they are almost all gone, so I can go further with my masterpiece and I can show all of you guys at home or wherever you are how these magical creatures work. They are really like a chameleon, but then with 4 legs, and a bit different because they blow up when they feel threatened and when they know they can damage someone, so I suggest to stay from a distance. But now it is time to take the egg and show you guys how these creatures work. So let's spawn some of these mobs and you will see that they adapt to the surface they are on. Okay, this creeper might not do that, but he is going to die anyway because I don't like him and he is proving me wrong, and he should not have done that because that was really dumb from him, and this creeper is doing the same. And now I am questioning why I am taking all this effort to make this crazy line of different blocks, and I just wanted to show all of you that are watching this video wherever you are watching this from how this works. But I don't think this works at all. But maybe they need some time to adapt. Maybe these are the slow kind ones. I am not sure yet, but I think that we just need to give them some time to adapt. Maybe they will become some other blocks. Yeah, see, like this one became a dirt block. I am not sure why they all become a brown creeper because that is something I have not seen quite often in all my experience, but that is okay. Maybe this environment gives them the ability to only become really green, normal, or brown. I am not sure, but normally they become other colors as well. Don't know which kind these are, but they are pretty cool nonetheless. And they are pretty weird as well, but that is okay. Sometimes you have to be different to stand out and not be a normal creeper, but only this is not the time because they are different, but they don't stand out because they are made out of very advanced little John Cena molecules, and they make the creepers almost invisible. But here we have a rare stone creeper that is the exact same color of gray as the stone. Oh, and I think I have found out why it was not working. I never spawned these creatures before because I never had an egg to spawn them, but they just need some space to become the object that they are walking on. You could just put them on one single block and expect them to become that very block. But we did try though, and we learned from our failed try, so that is a positive thing. Sometimes you just need to make mistakes in order to become better, and that is something that almost everyone goes through. But do you real original gangsters remember the video that I did about the ice cream creepers? Well, that was kind of the same deal, only now they are not ice cream but they are the block that they are standing on. And I should stop saying block because they become the blocks that they are standing on. We already found out that it did not work with one single block, so that is something that we already learned today. But look at these ones, they are all green and they are on dirt. That is because they only adapt to the color of the grass, which is green, and if they would also adapt the brown of the dirt, then they would just stand out more than as they were green. So that is why all of these are green, for all of you that might have been wondering that the whole time. But we now have slayed a whole bunch of them, and we have some gunpowder in our inventory, and we can maybe use that to just keep it and do absolutely nothing with it. I don't know why you should make anything with gunpowder, because gunpowder itself is pretty cool. It is literally its name, and it is gunpowder, so it is powder that is a gun. Wait, no, that makes no sense. What am I talking about? I am not sure. But now I am hungry to get more gunpowder, because now I just like the name gunpowder because it does not really make sense. However, it does let the guns work. Gunpowder is inside the bullet, and without the gunpowder inside of the bullets, then the gun would not be able to shoot any bullets. then it would just kind of not launch hard, I guess. But back in the days of the pirates, those people had to put the gunpowder apart from the bullet, and they would do things with a stick and stuff. And when they had to load the cannons, then they had to push them and stuff and put gunpowder in first and then the cannonball, and only after that then they could fire. I did forget one part of that whole cannon part, but I am no cannon expert, so that is okay. I am however a creeper with camo expert, so that is why I am now live on National Geographic, and that is why you are seeing this video. No, this is not really for National Geographic, but that would be cool though. But we now took some weird looking blocks, and I am really curious to how the camo creeper is going to react on glass and to the glowstone, and also a bit looking forward to the sponge one. But we are going to see that in just a matter of seconds. But yeah, I am pretty hyped about that. But first we are going to make a platform out of this and see how the creepers like to react to walking on top of it. This is pretty cool because now the creepers are like military grade camo, only then with a bit of lot of brown instead of green, but that is okay because in their normal lives they are green, so now they can be another color and be happy with that. But now comes the SpongeBob creepers, and I am curious to how these magnificent creatures are going to react to Sponge. Sponge is a pretty weird surface, and this is a bummer. They do absolutely nothing to Sponge. Maybe that has not been implemented yet, but I kind of am bummed out. I was really looking forward to seeing four-legged SpongeBobs that come to you and blow up. But maybe it is better that they don't exist, so they keep SpongeBob its name high and not ruin it. Maybe, I am not sure, but that may be just the case. But anyways, it is not really that fun that they don't do anything, but that is okay because sometimes in life you have to just not be a sponge. That is the moral of the story. But now I am really curious to how they become glass, or if they just ignore the glass and still be normal, or maybe they take the layer that is below the grass as a surface. But we are going to see, and I would like to see the inside of a creeper when they would be made out of glass. But they do become glass creatures, only they have like those window panels as a body, and their little heads are still made out of a small glass block, and their feet are still pretty cute though. They are just a little glass block feet, and that is pretty cool. So, I am not disappointed with the glass, but it is really fascinating to see how these mobs react to such things as what they are standing on. And I don't know if you guys really care that much, but I like to see what they are going to do when they are walking on certain things, as like a moss cobblestone block. Like, what will they do? Will they just become cobblestone, or will they really become mossy and cool? And this time they did become mossy creepers, so that is pretty cool. And now it is time for the really ugly blocks to shine. Only the glowstone is not ugly though, but the melon would be pretty weird if they do react on melons and like jack-o'-lanterns or something. But I would like to see a melon creeper, and when you kill it then it would maybe drop some juicy melons. But I have not seen too many melons in my life yet, so I don't know how they would really look like on a creeper. But this is really cool that these glowstone creepers actually become glowstone and not just ignore it. But it is weird because I can't really judge or see if they really are giving weight. I think they called him El Diablo. Well, I do not know what that stands for, but I think it has something to do with the devil, and he kind of looks like the devil with that stupid little smile on his face, and he is always happy and drooling over the floor and over his mouth, which is pretty nasty. But we are going to leave the creeper to make his own choices because we are not its parents, and those parents are just going to have to correct him, because why would I take the responsibility of a creeper that just somehow appeared on our doorstep and we took it in, and now it is attached to us? Or maybe that is his plan all along, because he did play a hoax on some guys that I knew back in my days. They also warned me about this creeper, and those friends are the people that I have gathered this information about this creeper from, and those people are pretty trustworthy, so I am going to trust them for once because, well, maybe they are going to help us down the road. And it is always nice to get some help from other people, and we are just going to stay nice to them. But if the creeper that I still don't know what the wise men gave him is, but we are still going to call him Harry because he seems like a Harry to me, and we are definitely going to keep calling him Harry because he knows reacts to that name. But well, we are heading out once again, but this time we are not just going into a cave or otherwise called a mine shaft, but I am going to take you somewhere nice because I think you deserve this. Wait, Harry is following us. Why is he doing this? I don't know why he is doing this, but it is creeping me out, and I am going to fix just that. Well, what can we do to fix that? Our new creeper is not going to follow us anymore. Well, I think I have an idea that is mad enough that it might work. Let's give the creeper some things that he can play with. Well, I am going to give him a couple of things that he might be able to play with. And it is Minecraft, so we do not have to be careful that he is going to eat on it or nibble on it, because then he might choke. But he is not going to choke here. Let's give him some more things like wood, and he can have some doors of all kinds of sorts because we don't need them anymore, and I hope that he is going to be really happy with all of this wood and doors that we are giving him. And who knows, maybe he will figure out what wood is for and he will make a crafting table, and if he does that he can make a pickaxe by accident, and then he is going to understand that life is not a pony camp and that he has to work for things to get things done, because that is how life works. And if he at least learns to make an axe, then he might figure out that with placing the shape of the wood and stuff in a different order, that when he does that he gets other tools, and he is going to learn how to make a pickaxe and make a hoe that is pretty useless but it is nice for farming. And he can also make a shovel, and we can let him dig the dirt away because I think babies are going to enjoy that. Wait, but what is he doing now? He is building something with fences, and I do not yet know what it is, but I am proud of him because, well, he didn't learn how to make a crafting table or how to make tools for himself, but he took that fence and just placed it down like it was nothing. But I think he is starting to get the gist of it, so that is pretty darn nice for him. And who knows, maybe Harry can build us a house one day or another, so that would be also pretty cool. But I am going to place a sign down that this is my house now because I don't want him to get different intentions. But if he wants, he can stay at home with me and we would be roommates, and I will creeper sit full time and we would have a jolly good time. But he does owe us something because, well, he burned down our entire village. So we can start a new village here, and we are going to start with just this house, and we are going to make the theme wood because the first house is made out of wood and it does look pretty good. And if we manage to get some people to live here, they can build their own home, and if we have more homes we need some shops, and then we are going to build a working city, and it will be a very nice city with all kinds of parks and stuff and things for kids to do, because most of the times there are no things for kids to do. But yeah, well, as the creeper is placing the roof like a bloody thatcher, this is my time to make a pier so boats can come over here and they can trade goods for money, and our villagers can buy goods with emeralds, or they can trade for other things, and we are going to have a city that is full of work, and it is all going to be nice, and we are going to make everything out of wood. And I think we have to ban flint and steel from the place, because if everything is made out of wood, then probably some other city would get jealous of our city, and then that mayor will take flint and steel and maybe he will set fire to one place. But because the entire place is made out of wood, everything would burn down and then my city gets destroyed and I would be really sad. Oh, yeah, and of course the creeper is not allowed to have flint and steel, because, well, he burned down our previous village. I still don't know if it was on purpose or just because he is a creeper and he did not yet know what he was doing and was just playing with flint and steel, and he managed to light something and then the entire place went up in flames. And that is not nice. And we do not want that to happen again, because if we also have a lot of people that live here, not only will they be homeless but they can also be threatened to burn themselves, and we do not want our people to get burned, because we love our own people. But yeah, I think this place is starting to get along nicely, and I still like the design that is a bit like it is a beach house. And the funny thing is that we are also on a beach, so it is actually a beach house, and we are now rich people that own boats and a pier. But our city will have a small pier at first, but if we get some more people to live here and work here, or at least trade here, then we are going to start expanding, and with expanding the place we need to keep some space free, just in case that our city would get really popular, and then we need a bigger pier, but we can't slash because we built around it and we do not want that to happen. So we are going to have that thought in our mind, and we are going to carefully place houses around the first house, so we do not mess this entire plan that we have in our smart mind up. But I think Harry is saying that he wants us to come to his world because we can do some ideas up there, and he says that it is going to be really cool in the creeper world. But we are just waiting for that to see it with our own eyes, because people can say a lot, but if you do not see it with your own eyes then it almost does not count. But we are now here and it does not look really that cool, but let's just wait for the rest of this world, and in the meantime just stay positive and look for stuff that could potentially help us with things and stuff. I think Harry is a bit confused, but he can still be confused because he is still a creeper and he does not know yet how the world is put together. But if we are his mentor then everything should be good to go, because I will teach him all kinds of valuable stuff, because I will treat him like I would treat him like one of my own if I had any own, because he is actually a really cool and relaxed creeper. And well, I am not trying to beg or something, but his freaking name is Harry, so what else do you want from him? Well, I think it is pretty strange that there is so much fire in the creeper world, but we have not yet seen everything. This might just be a path that babies need to walk to prove that they are a man, and that has become a ritual in creeper world, and now everyone has to do that wants to be a successful creeper in creeper world. But yeah, I have to admit that I find it pretty strange that Harry is now walking through lava, because I cannot do that because I am not born here, or I did not grow up here, so I cannot yet do that. So this is the end for this video, but I will see you back in the next one.